how to get pre-approved for a mortgage and why it matters. When you search online for advice on how to buy a house, you often hear the same simplistic message: just get pre-approved. However, this approach can be misleading and even risky. Following generic advice without understanding the details may lead to hidden fees, unfavorable rates, or even a rejected loan application. Skipping the necessary steps might turn your dream home into a financial nightmare before you even step inside. But before we move further, hi, my name is Tarlika Sehgal. I'm a real estate expert. Instead of relying on quick fixes, it's crucial to understand the process thoroughly. I've spent countless hours researching insights from mortgage experts to uncover the details that most online tips overlook. Today, I'm sharing the key steps and common pitfalls to avoid when getting pre-approved and explaining why a well-executed pre-approval is essential for a smooth and secure home buying journey. Stick around till the end for a bonus tip which will show you the real advantage of getting a pre-approval and also make you run to get one upon hearing it. What is a pre-approval? We need to know what pre-approval means. In the movie Toy Story, Woody shows everyone he is ready to help and lead by proving his skills and bravery. Getting pre-approved for a mortgage is like Woody showing his badge. Every good home story has one important part: getting pre-approved. This means a bank checks your money and shows you can pay for a home. Imagine if Woody never showed he was ready, the other toys might not trust him to lead the team. In the same way, if you don't get it pre-approved, the seller might not trust that you can pay for the house. That is why getting pre-approved is a very important step in buying your dream home. Many times I hear, but Tarlika, what if I'm not already pre-approved? How do I even start the process? How to get pre-approved? Well, for starters, there's always a beginning. If Columbus never sailed on that ship, we probably wouldn't have discovered America. Similarly, imagine you are getting ready for a big treasure hunt to find your dream home. First, you must gather your special maps and clues. In this case, the maps are your money papers like pay stubs, T4 slips, bank statements, and even your notice of assessments, NOA. You also need proof of your savings, which is like your secret treasure chest that shows you have some gold for a down payment. This step is very important because without your maps, you cannot know where you are going. It's like trying to find treasure without a proper map. It just won't work. Next, you should check your credit score. Your credit score is a number that tells the bank if you have been good with money in the past. A good credit score means bank will trust you more. Once you know your credit score, you have to choose who will help you get pre-approved. You can go directly to a lender like a bank or a credit union, or you can talk to a mortgage broker who can show you many different options. After you choose, you fill out the pre-approval application. In this application, you tell them about your income, any debts you have, and the money you own. Many banks let you do this online, which makes it easier and faster. After you submit your application, the bank will check everything. They look at your credit score, your papers, and other details about your money to decide if you can be pre-approved. This step might take a little time, so you have to be patient. When the bank is happy with what they see, they might let you lock in your interest rate for 60 to 130 days. Locking in your rate means that even if interest rates changes later, you will still get the same rate. This gives you enough time to shop for a home while knowing exactly how much you can borrow. Taking these steps carefully will help you feel confident and ready for the next part of your home buying journey. But the question still remains, why does pre-approval matter? Imagine you are in a superhero movie like the Avengers. In this film, every minute counts, and if the heroes aren't ready, everything falls apart. In the Canadian housing market, not getting mortgage pre-approval is like going into battle unarmed. Without it, sellers in cities like Toronto or Vancouver may see you as unprepared and back away, leaving you with a lost chance at your dream home. The risk is huge. You might end up watching someone else sweep in and secure the home you wanted, leaving you empty-handed. If you skip pre-approval, the danger increases even more. Sellers prefer buyers who have already shown they can get the money from the bank. Without a pre-approval letter, your offer might be seen as weak and unreliable. This could lead to deals falling through at the last minute, and you might find yourself in a long, stressful waiting game. The stakes are high because a single misstep might cost you a valuable opportunity, forcing you into a bidding war with competitors who are already armed with pre-approval. Another risk is not knowing your true budget. Pre-approval tells you exactly how much you can spend so you don't waste time on homes that are out of reach. Without it, you could fall in love with a house that is simply too expensive, only to face disappointment later. Plus, many lenders offer a locked-in interest rate for 60 to 130 days during the pre-approval process. Without locking in your rate, you might be hit with sudden increases that make your home even less affordable. In short, skipping pre-approval leaves you vulnerable to financial shocks and lost opportunities, risks you simply can't afford in such a competitive market. Now, being a realtor who has been in the market for quite some time, I've seen my clients make mistakes, and I mean mistakes that have cost them a fortune. Most of them choose not to ask me before taking the step, and here we are. But you won't make the mistakes they did. What are the common mistakes I need to avoid? Long ago, the Titanic set sail with many experts warning about dangerous icebergs ahead. The captain and crew did not listen to all the advice, and it led to a terrible disaster. This shows us that not following expert advice can have fatal results in the mortgage process. Not listening to advice or not preparing properly can also lead to big problems that hurt your chance to buy a home. One common mistake is not having all the required documents ready. For example, if you are missing your pay stubs, T4 slips, or your recent notice of assessments, the bank cannot check your income and work history properly. This can slow down your approval or even stop the process. Another mistake is being dishonest about your money details. If you give wrong or incomplete information about your income, debts, or assets, the bank may find out when they double check, and that could lead to rejection or long delays. It is also very important to ask questions when you do not understand something. If you are not sure about the mortgage terms, interest rates, or any conditions, do not be afraid to ask your lender or broker for help. Many buyers forget about extra costs like closing fees, property taxes, mortgage insurance when they focus only on the home price. Also, applying for new credit like a car loan or extra credit cards during this time can hurt your credit score. Finally, don't just stick with one lender. Shopping around for rates can help you get a better deal. Avoiding these mistakes will help make sure your path to home ownership is smooth and successful. Now let's talk about the bonus tip. Use your pre-approval to negotiate. Once you are pre-approved, you have a strong tool to help you get a better deal on your mortgage. Your pre-approval shows sellers and lenders that you have already been vetted and that you are ready to buy a home. This makes you a serious buyer, and they are more likely to offer you better terms when they know you can move quickly. For example, on the show Pawn Stars on the History Channel, Rick Harrison often used expert opinions to determine the value of items. In one case, an expert's clear and solid evaluation made it impossible for the seller to argue about the price. Just like that, when you present your pre-approval, it serves as proof of your financial strength. Sellers and lenders see that a bank has already checked your finances and approved you for a certain amount. This gives you leverage to negotiate for lowered interest rates or other favorable conditions. Always remember to use your pre-approval as a negotiating tool. Ask your lender for better terms and don't be afraid to negotiate with the seller. Being pre-approved not only boosts your confidence but also gives you the power to secure a deal that works best for you. If you found value and would like to see more videos, click on the boxes on the screen. If you would like to know more about the Toronto's real estate, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my socials to keep yourself updated. Hit the like button if you found this video informative. Once again, I am Tarlika Sehgal, your real estate expert, and you can get in touch with me through my contact details in the description box below. See you in the next video.